cart passes into Ralu Outpost through the southern gate, carrying a large pile of metal blades. It is just after noon and the courtyard is nearly empty. Ilyana sits in her small garden, and Graam stands at his weapons cart, awaiting customers. So yeah, you guys are rolling in on your cart. It's the middle of the day.
Does Graam hear us on our little rattly metal clinking cart?
Yeah, and he would see you easily
So
enough.
he looks over and he sees all of the blades in the cart. What does his face look like?
Grave worry. Competition rolling in to steal all his business.
What?
Oh.
He thinks we're... What?
Well, why would anyone need all these swords if they weren't going to sell them on the side of the road?
He doesn't think that we want him to make us the Iron Throne out of it?
And yeah, you guys were just going to maybe pass through here. I don't know if you want to stop it. You do need to talk to
Both of
Graam.
them.
Give all this metal to Graam.
He could make a giant gate with them.
Do we want to just donate it? I like that idea. He could use it for the encampment as a whole.
Yeah, I want to see what creative shit he comes up with.
He might just add it to his inventory. You just walk in and all the swords you donated are now on sale for...
That's so lame.
Well, I don't know. What do you do with swords that he couldn't already do with all the swords he already has? I guess these are free ones, but...
How are you looking on crossbow bolts?
I don't know.
I could use more arrows.
Bolts and arrows.
Okay, yeah, he's got a stock of those.
Graam, look at all these swords we found. Would you be willing to make a trade?
It'll take a little second for him to get around to it, but he'll inspect a few, pull one out and look at it, see a few of his blades that are in there, maybe that he thought he had misplaced. But since you're offering to give them to them, he'll just say, "Sure. What do you want?"
We're looking for munitions, arrows and bolts.
He will go into his cart, take a little bit, and then a barrel of arrows and a barrel of bolts will roll out the back, bounce on the ground, and yeah, you guys can take your fill from both of those, roll them to, you don't have a room anymore, but to a corner, I guess, where they won't get rained on.
Don't these guys still have a room? They're sharing it with somebody.
You guys basically gave the room to Yuri, and it was filled entirely with all of Yuri's stuff, so that they were sleeping on top of crates with their bedrolls.
Oh, I took the
You moved to
the
fish
water
pond.
place with
Yeah.
Halyuith.
Halyuith.
Right.
Water
I forgot he had a crazy name like Halyuith.
The rockfish.
The rockfish.
I have all of my creatures named.
Well, now that we have
Yeah.
a bunch of ammo that we can grab whenever we need, I want to just essentially fill the quiver for now, which I think holds like 20.
Oh yeah, it'll be bursting. Leah, if we were measuring, would have probably ran out a long time ago, because it's like 3 bolts, 3 bolts, 3 bolts every shot, but...
Yeah, I guess I'll fill up my quiver.
So Graam, while we're donating weapons to you, I'll pull out the Masterwork Greatsword that I have.
Oh.
Because I have so many weapons on me right now.
You want to get rid of the Masterwork Greatsword?
Yeah, see if Graam would take them for like in-store credit or something.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. He would take that. Oh, and while you're here, he has a commission for you
Oh,
to take back.
oh, it's done?
Your bright iron weapon.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this is amazing.
And you told him to surprise you. And he thought about making it a total weapon, but he knows those aren't very popular, so he made a Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Bright iron Warhammer.
Ooh. Are those the single-hand ones or the two-hand ones? I always forget.
That's
with
the versatile.
5e. The versatile one. Awesome.
Really bright, almost white metal
Just-
head.
hell
and then
yeah.
Dark oak handle that he found
Oak.
in Copper Dot Forest.
Are there just little turtle scratches on the top of it that he couldn't quite sand down all the way?
No half measures on this.
Aw, but it would be going for rustic.
He can explain to you what it does. It's not...
Alaka's going to kid in a candy shop eyes and just like grab it and be like, yeah, it's so cool, while he's explaining.
So the bright iron weapon that he's given to you functions as a +1 weapon, and when it critically hits, It flashes with a bright light, stunning the attacked creature until the end of its turn.
Wow. Critical stun.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And you'll see, as he's pulling it out, that he's made a handful of other bright iron weapons with the rest of that chunk. You gave him the chunk not just to make you a weapon, but also as payment. So he used that to also make, you can see some daggers, some light hammers, and a tortle weapon, which appears to be a mix between a trident and a longsword.
Cool.
That's sick as fuck!
It is sick.
Is
as
it like
fuck.
trident on one side, long sword on the other? Like
Or is
some
it like a
crazy-
sword with just a trident on the end of it?
It's basically a bident, and then the two blades come up, but instead of being flat to each other, they're parallel to each other.
They're both facing towards the enemy instead of to the sides.
Oh,
That's his tortle weapon.
That's so cool. I kind of want it. It's not considered a
Stab it.
simple weapon, is it?
You'd have to have tortle weapons in order to be able to wield it. So
How can you get proficient in turtle weapon?
I guess a tortle needs to teach you.
How tall is this thing?
About the size of a normal spear trident weapon. It's just the handle would be shorter, so the blades would be longer.
It seems I'm hoarding a lot of the gold.
I've got 40 gold.
141.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's fair.
yeah.
It's-
How much is it?
100 gold.
100 gold
Do you want it?
for trident.
We can pitch in.
It's literally in the backpack. I can take it out.
Although
I
you
have
would
a
also
thing-
need to get training though in
Yeah.
it too first. So
You could purchase it and train it over time, potentially.
Yeah.
You could still use it even when you're not proficient. And it would look cool.
Yeah, would I need to use strength or dex?
Thrown versatile. So maybe it wouldn't be great for Leah.
Cry. No.
It's cool. It would be the best walking stick ever.
Well, there's not much you guys use your money on.
But it would be
Think of it as a cool vanity thing. Even if you don't use it, it'll make you look cool.
But I only have daggers and a crossbow.
He's
But it is a
ba-
+1 weapon, so I'd kind of like...
Well, he
striking
also
it.
was selling bright iron daggers. Bright iron dagger would be 40 gold.
I want it really bad.
The dagger or the bident?
The Bident.
Scratching off the one on my gold count.
Varric goes to buy the bright iron bident. Man, that's gonna be hard to say. Varric goes to buy the bright iron bident.
Bident.
Graam is like, "You mean that one right there?" And Varric's like, "No, that one."
he really doesn't want to
It's not
sell
that he
it.
doesn't want to sell it. It's that no one ever wants turtle weapons. So he's like,
Oh, this one?
"Are you going to be able to use this?"
I don't think I'd be able to on my own, but I would love for you to teach me if you were open to it.
And you know how much Graam loves to spread turtle tradition. This would be a turtle military tradition. He's definitely willing to show you some moves, but you'll need some time. And you guys were planning to pass right through.
We got time. We got time. Alaka needs to rest up anyway.
You probably won't be able to know everything in a single day, but
Yeah.
a practice session of a long rest, and then Alaka gets back up to regular.
Mm-hmm.
I could heal my wounds as well.
Okay, well, it's the middle of the afternoon, so I guess you guys can just leave tomorrow morning after spending the night.
I have so many fucking weapons because they're all breaking on me. So I've got like a polearm, a halberd, a longsword, a spear, javelins.
So you're getting rid of your spear.
Getting rid of my spear, getting rid of the javelins, getting rid of the longsword, keeping the lightsaber greatsword, the polearm of weightlessness, and the bright iron warhammer.
Alright, so those are the only 3 things.
That's all I have for weapons now. Yep.
Good. They're all special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess this is going to be some downtime. Barrack wants a full night's rest. Alaka wants a full night's rest, but you guys can wait until nighttime. So what do you guys want to do for the evening? Leah is going to be in the courtyard with Graam, learning some, what's the word? Stations? What?
Stances?
Stances, yeah.
Katas.
I'm gonna ask for potatoes, is one of the things.
Oh, yeah. You're going over to Ilyana. She's in her garden. Her garden now, though, consists of 4 huge potato plants, which are more like potato bushes or small potato trees.
Ooh.
But yeah, she is
Potato bushes.
She's in the center of her 4 potato bushes, and she is, what's with baskets? Weaving. She's weaving the potato plants together at the center.
Ooh. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Just helping my babies grow.
I was about to say, can we have some of your babies? Rick has negative charisma. This is great. Do you mind if we take some of your babies?
She's gonna have flashbacks to her missing daughter.
No.
Well, if you're hungry, one should do the trick.
Oh, it's not gonna be for me.
Oh, are we having another party?
We met a friend far out of town.
That gate one?
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
one.
'cause she was with you guys for that.
Right.
You want to bargain to get through that gate with all that food?
We want to find out what's in the deep deep.
And she's gonna look back over at the other two, practicing with Graam, and maybe Alec is swinging his warhammer around, getting a feel for it.
I'm busy.
Emptying the cart for him.
Yeah, I'll help him out with all the donos.
You'll be doing it solo because he's helping teach Leah turtle weapons right now. So
Yeah,
you'll just
that's
be
fine.
unloading the cart into a pile next to his cart.
Okay.
But Ilyana will look over at that and she'll ask, where's them girls?
Oh, Wish and Nuvis. We parted ways.
This their home though.
They're taking a detour.
But they'll be back?
They should be. I hope so.
Okay, they better be.
It sounds like they owe you money or something.
No, it's just this is the safe place and everyone should be here. How many of these do you need? It was a week and it's just the 3 of you that's going?
We mean to need more if we intend to return back through. I forget exactly how that worked for
1 hour
So-
retreat policy. So unless you're only on the other side for an hour, you'll need 6 weeks for the 3 of you twice.
Damn. We're gonna need a lot of potatoes.
I've got this full sack here. That would be about a month for a single person. I just gave another bag out though
Ooh, to who?
to everyone. Keep them all healthy and topped up. If we wanted to get enough, we'd have to go collect those back from the people I gave them to.
Oh,
That would be kind of awkward.
That will
Shit.
take the potato right out of the camel's mouth.
Oh. Well, you already have a bad repertoire with him anyway, so
I
that'll be
know.
fine.
Yeah, just stick me on the camel. Hey, Taru, give me them potatoes.
I wonder if we'd be able to suffice it just the one way.
That would be one way and enough for one person to get back. Because there's 3 of you, and that would be 4 weeks worth of food.
Tell him I can't be the only way.
We're not sure. We're not familiar with that area, so
We have a
don't know
map,
where-
though.
we don't know what the underground is like, though. No, we're not sure where the deep entrances are. That's what I'm worried about. Is we might need to come back through the same entrance.
I'm fine going in personally without the money to buy our way back yet. I think it'd be cool to have to find our way back a different way.
We risk it. Only forward.
I'm okay with that.
Sold. We'll just take the 3. I don't think I'd be the best to try to convince people to hand over potatoes.
You can have them, but I have a job.
Whoa.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Interesting.
I can wait for y'all to get back, but I had a vision. I was dreaming. I saw this scary dark room. There was a cage, and at the bottom of the cage was these bones. And then there was this light, and the bones started rattling and rising, and then I woke up. And I have this feeling in my heart that it's pointing me at my daughter.
That sounds like the Nefero Mines.
That's what I was thinking.
Pretty much an exact same vision that Barrack had from the divining
And-
charts.
And Elsa and Eliana's daughter had both went, or are those bones, potentially. So,
That's a pleasant thought.
shit. So many questions, like, Is she a skeleton roaming around? Is she still in there in the first place? Did you just have this vision last night?
Yeah, while I was sleeping.
Oh, we had already made plans, but now I want to go back to there with Ileana.
It is on the way.
It is on the way?
Because, yeah, you guys are passing that north road.
Would you like to come with to the Nefero mines with me? In the Nefero mines, we saw a cage and bones littering the bottom. If you wish to accompany us.
Well, if it's tomorrow morning, I can try and harvest a few more. Maybe get another week's worth shaken from these branches.
Don't push yourself, however.
We take her to the deep with us?
Take your time. Not to the deep, but just halfway there.
Gets another week of potatoes, she could come.
I doubt that she wants to come to the deep.
That's a good point. Alec is still helping unload the cart. When he's done, he's going to find a nice napping spot.
You could go check out Yuri's spot and see.
Or you guys can steal Wish and Nuvis' room.
Oh, yeah.
I guess they're not here at the moment, so that's a good idea.
I like that.
Alright.
Yeah, for the rest of the day, my plan is to essentially take inventory of everything I have, unload backpack, give it a good clean, put everything back orderly, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Charms are accounted for.
Yeah, make sure nothing fell out of a backpack or a pocket or a pouch.
Okay. Leah, you're doing the thing. Mm-hmm. Alec's going right to bed. Shake off those exhaustion levels.
Mm-hmm.
Bear's going to check his
sleep.
pack. That'll be the evening then. You guys can all go for an early bed, or Leah can stay up late practicing, I guess. D20 on your training.
8.
Okay, you do not master it in the first night, but
No.
8 out of 20 for your turtle training. Because since you have simple weapons, you have the basics of weapon handling. You just got to learn the intricacies of turtle.
Craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And you guys can all go to bed. This is the third long rest in a row for you guys. You're going to be very well rested.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spending the night in Nuvis and Wish's nearly empty room. Some odds and ends they left behind that they don't really need. In the morning, you'll be woken up by the hammering of Euceles and Dolimer. Graam will be going around extinguishing all the torches.
In the morning, I'll explain to the other two that Aliena's going to be coming with for a pit stop in Nuferu Mines.
I just want to talk to maybe Ileana. I'll talk to Ileana. I want to ask her, what are you expecting to see in Nefero Mines?
Oh, well, I saw in the vision just some creepy cages and some... I don't know, I'm feeling a pull. Like someone wants me to go there.
That sounds troubling, I'll tell her. We'll make sure that we get there as soon as we can.
Yeah, we're heading over right away, right? And you'll see that she has a huge sack of potatoes strapped to her back. That is the month's worth of magical potato food.
Oh, she's serious.
And then she has a smaller bag that she managed to shake from her potato tree just under 2 weeks.
I feel kind of bad just giving only potatoes. Can you imagine eating just potatoes?
She can just do all the fancy different potato meals, potato salad,
Hash brown.
hash browns, french fries,
Baked potato.
potato juice,
A potato potage.
soup, yeah, potato
Pancake.
yeah. Okay, and you guys are gonna just take the cart now that it's emptied of blades.
Yeah.
It'll be a smoother ride.
Ileana will throw all the potatoes into the cart. You guys are taking care of that horse. Taru's gonna be peeking over his camel fence at you guys.
Vivin / Apple / Amber.
Yeah, well, to him it's Apple.
Yeah.
You guys take care of Apple?
Who? Oh, yeah, for sure.
That isn't comforting. Yeah, we're definitely keeping.
How are you taking care of Apple?
Ooh.
Well, I won that bag of camel feed, and so we are feeding the pet and petting her and brushing her off and giving her some time to roam and drink some fresh water.
Sounds
The
like
same
all of this
water
is
that-
only while in front of Tauru that this is going on.
Well,
This is the first time the horse has been left off the cart. Hey, this is what freedom is like.
Enjoy it for a few minutes while Tauru watches, and then let's go.
Permanent cart rashes.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, well, Apple is ready to go, and Ilyana's ready to go. Alika is no longer suffering any exhaustion effects.
Oh, thank
He has
God.
had so much rest over the past few days.
Alika stretches in the morning glory, and you hear his back just crack, and all of a sudden he looks like he's 10 years younger, ready to face the day.
Glowing.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Leah has rested and meditated on her turtle training. And you guys can hop in the cart and go out the north gate and down the road. You don't see any fishmen on the way to or from. This is the road they take to get to Tetlamat. And at some point on the road, you will arrive at a familiar spot that you remember returning to when you exited the Neferu Mines. There's no branching off path.
We're going North Road, which is around the forest.
North Road is, north of the lake.
The forest looked okay though from a distance.
From a distance, no glowing eyes inside.
eyes?
No most folk spears being hurled your way.
Were
That's
you
good.
able to see the forest?
It was just a dark blur. Maybe he thought
Yeah.
he saw the forest, but it
It was really just a rock.
yeah. Okay, so we come to
There is no direct path to Neferu, so you'll have to just head towards the cliff face, and then Neferu is somewhere cut into the side of that. It's mostly just rocky with a bit of a forest along the edge of the cliff.
It's just remembering.
Yeah, just remembering the path you guys took, and it's not really cart place to be leaving the road, but Apple getting stuck a few times could still push on through, and you guys find the entrance to Neferu Mine. And it does not look exactly how you left it.
Oh no!
Large piles of crushed stone piled up outside.
So they've been like
Have they been excavating?
If you go inside, there's a cart full of crushed stone sitting on the tracks. A line of them have been put back onto the tracks, which have been knocked back into shape after you busted them up. And no one's pushing anything around, but deeper inside you can hear the noise of metal on stone.
Ah,
I want to find out.
someone's been here.
Someone is currently here. You hear the noises.
Is currently here, yes.
I guess I can just inch forward.
And it is dark.
I will take out my hooded lantern, and I walk forwards eagerly to find out who done it.
Eager walking. Everyone's following eagerly.
Are we approaching with stealth, or are we approaching just...
I want to say hello to whoever
Okay.
is in the mine.
I follow you.
Leah's assuming that they are friendly enough or can be reasoned with.
So you guys will pass through this cart hole with just the hooded lantern at the front. Barrick heading in, strolling in, I would describe it as.
Yeah.
Cheery and ready to meet a neighbor. And there's the entrance to the carved section. So it was the mine, and then there was an opening to a carved section. The first room, nothing was in it except for 4 carved pillars. The imagery on them was skeletal and fire-based.
Yeah, sounds right to
And
me.
an opening to a second room, which is now lit. Lines recessed into the wall of fire, lighting almost along the entire wall and lighting the whole room. It is similar to how you left it, but way dirtier. There's fragments of stone and stone dust covering everything. Before it was just like old, now it's a work zone. And the noises are really loud, echoing across the chamber. The second chamber just has the one huge, thick stone pillar with the images of torture carved into it. Cages in each of the 4 corners. Metal bars going from ceiling to floor
Okay.
with no obvious entrance. And at the bottom of each of those are piles of ash and charred bones. But at the other end, where there used to be a cave-in and the golden staff was yanked out, Ellendale stands.
What the fuck?
All right. So
Oh
this
my shit!
Is this Beetleman?
This is Beetleman, yes. Oh yeah, I will call him by Keshosh going forward.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I was expecting Ardoy, honestly. I was like, what if the Yanti don't like him because he's like fucking weird? And like and he's like creepy and weird and does these awful things and subscribes to this torture area in the Nefaru mines. But so I was expecting Ardoy, and then we would have to be like, man, do we really want to give him his fancy sword back? Maybe he deserves to lose everything he owns. But then you tell me that it's Elendil's body. Oh my god.
He is standing in the same spot that you guys ripped the golden staff from. But now, instead of a collapse, that space is opened, and you can see a room behind him. He's holding the staff as if he's offering it outwards. His eyes are closed, and behind him are 3 dwarven skeletons mining away at a massive boulder that has crushed most of the room behind him. One of the dwarven skeletons is strapped to the back of another dwarven skeleton because he has no legs. And he mines the boulder above.
Aww.
The one who has it strapped to his back is operating with only one hand. His other arm ends at the wrist. Someone stole all of his finger bones.
Oh no.
That's me.
And the third skeleton, I don't even know if you can call it a skeleton. He has the body of a skeleton, but his head is just a lantern, just a metal cage. His skull was crushed to dust when you guys killed him the first time. Now his head is just a lantern, and he mines at about a quarter of the speed of the other 2 skeletons.
I feel so bad for these skeletons, dude. Well, and I like how it's like no man left behind. He's got him strapped to the back.
Yeah.
And,
Well, he can't mine from his cart because there's no cart trail that goes into this area.
So we see them. I'm assuming they see us.
They don't pay no mind. Keshosh is in front of them, blocking the area that they're in, holding the staff out, eyes closed, and he hasn't acknowledged you yet. You guys are just peeking around the center pillar of this room right now.
oh my god. Okay, wait a second.
I want a staff back.
Yeah, but also we rolled in with Callow to Ralu and then never talked about him again, and then now we have Ileana and Callow is disappeared.
Oh.
Shit, no way, we just forgot about him again.
Yeah,
We
so-
tend to do that often.
So,
Maybe he
with
had-
you mentioning Callow, everyone will look around and be like, oh shit. And then we'll cut back to Ralu Outpost, him waking up in his corner of the room that he shared with you guys.
He's going down to the courtyard to like do some training with Graam, expecting to find us there. We're not there.
Guys just left him behind. Afterthought.
Oh, man.
I feel so bad for Callow. We always forget about him.
This is in the midst of like a deep depression where he feels like he doesn't mean anything
I
or isn't
know.
important, and we
I
just
know.
keep forgetting him.
But you do have Ileana here now.
Yeah, so
And scared stiff from all this weird skeletal imagery and stuff, and this strange man.
I mean, well, we're like, this is a Tuesday.
Seen it all before.
This is the space from her dream, and she'll gasp again at seeing the cages that look exactly like the one from her and Barrick's vision.
What the hell would be on the other side?
yeah, we can't see beyond into
I-
this other room.
Like, the other room is mostly crushed by a boulder that these guys
Right.
are breaking apart.
And he's just like to the boulder.
He's just with his back to them and the boulder, facing you guys with his
Oh.
staff kind of held out.
I want to make a history check based off the iconography and everything. What the hell be in the chamber behind them? That's only a 9.
Some sinister death cult chamber, probably.
The last time we saw Keshosh, he'd given us a challenge.
7 days to get to the Shrine of Rest for a trial.
Maybe part of the challenge is what he's digging up right now. He wasn't prepared. Also, do we either want to approach him and be like, yo, sup? How'd you get your hands on that? What's going on here? Another option would be sneak up and take the staff.
I like that option.
I have a hold person that I could try.
I'm not sure if he would know, like if he was paralyzed or not. What is the weight difference between the staff and a shovel? I'm picturing some Indiana Jones, but it's a stick and a shovel that I'm swapping out with.
The weight balance would definitely be way off.
Yeah.
Damn. What about fishing rod?
Too light. Definitely too light. The fishing rod is wood. The staff is pure metal with gemstones.
Damn.
It does still glow with 2 of its gems.
That's good.
So he hasn't used it again.
I want more answers, but I don't think he'd talk to us willingly
Yeah.
about that stuff. You know what? I'm gonna walk forward opposite him and then sit down cross-legged.
When you get close enough and start sitting down, he will say, in a voice that no longer echoes from the walls, but is just Elendil's,
No.
I have seen your vision. Just a kind of fancy man voice.
I've seen your vision.
Oh, yes, your vision, I have seen it.
You sound like you wouldn't know this, but Mr. Thornberry from
Oh, that does sound like
Thornberries.
Mr. Thornberry.
He's doing the normal one. I wish to make a game out of it.
What sort of game?
I offer you these 2 charges, the last of which was formed by the souls of these 4 victims. And he'll gesture to the cages. 2 of these mean much to those gathered in here. 2 mean nothing to anyone. I simply allow you to take back the souls that were stolen to those who deserve to relive.
Is it simply a game of chance, or are there other aspects to this? Puzzle mode. So, I want to study the ashes to tell if they were all consumed in flames at the same time, and then try to equate that with when our daughters disappeared. So if there was one that's like 40 years old, then that obviously was done far longer before.
Does anyone remember what you guys studied from the ashes the first time?
I do not recall.
I remember only that one of them we saw the
Graham's
dagger.
sword?
Yeah.
There was women's bones in each of those 2 cages at the far end, and blades in each of those 2 cages at the far end. The rolls were too low on the closer cages to know what's in them.
Well, knowing that those 2 had the swords in them, I want to investigate more deeply the other 2.
The 2 that you didn't find anything in?
Yeah.
I have fairly high medicine too, so I could help Barrick look.
I don't want to fuck this up. If we do it properly, we can potentially have both the daughters up.
If it
If I
is
mess
even
up,
them.
it's 2 strangers. And that's
You don't
assuming
want
that
2 strangers.
that's even then, yeah.
Well, Alika is going to be wary. This man sent a giant crab, I think it was, to attack us. Or was it a scorpion? Beetle?
Here's the one riding a beetle.
Right, it was like a rhino beetle.
So is everyone checking out the bones, or not Alika?
I'm not perceptive at all. Maybe I'll look with my ghost sight, because I have that now from before.
Nothing is glowing with ghost sight.
Okay.
It is investigation or medicine checks you can use for this.
I will investigate then.
Can I offer help in some way?
You could hold the light.
I will hold the lantern.
Yeah, you can help Barrick. Well, no, with Alika's help,
You
you
get
get.
advantage.
Well, Alika will roll the other dice for the advantage. You can only hold the light for one of you.
3. I will.
A total of 6.
You find bones in the cage you look into.
Why should we play this game if you have more games for us at the Shrine of Rest?
Well, I saw the vision, and I knew you would be coming in here. Thought I would entertain myself. I've been trapped for a long while.
Where and how were you trapped?
I was trapped where I sit now. My cage was disturbed.
We did this? How did you get that body?
This is the one that trapped me here. I took his body to replace mine, which he had mangled beyond repair.
Did you use this staff to come back?
Yes, his body was drained of all life and needs life in order for me to inhabit it.
What are you?
I am an elf, foremost.
Do you know about the fog?
That is a question that I will answer if you can pass my trials.
Incentive.
Okay, so
So the only clues we have are that 2 of them are female, and both of those had Graham's swords. Graham had sold swords to the 2 daughters, and they were traveling together.
But they were in a group of 3, he had said.
Mm.
And he didn't remember who bought swords of the group of 3.
Oh.
And also, there could be multiple daggers in those piles that you guys just haven't found because the investigations have gone so poorly.
Oh.
And they could be male bones, they could be female bones too. They could be bison bones.
So what exactly is the game here? I'm a bit foggy on that.
You have a staff with 2 charges of resurrection
Yeah.
and 2 cages in here someone in this room cares about.
Ilyana could help us figure out who the bones might belong to.
she's a druid.
She'll roll an investigation. She does no better. You all investigated the front ones again and found nothing and can investigate the far ones, which you already know have blades and were female.
So we were checking the far back ones that we didn't check before,
Everyone checked the closer 2 to the entrance,
right?
and now you guys are checking the further 2 on either side of
So-
Keshosh almost.
But the further 2 were the ones we thought had the...
blades and female.
Yeah.
Okay,
but we're
yeah,
gonna
so
double
we're
check them,
double
essentially.
checking what we already know. Okay.
Make sure we didn't miss anything.
Okay, I got an 18 plus 6, which is a 24.
Total of 18.
We got this!
So we have 2 with no info and then 2 with lots of info.
I could threaten to beat up Keshosh. I don't know what else I could do to add to the situation.
So Barrick, that doesn't give you any more. I guess that's what you had before, because that shows you can guarantee that those are female bones again.
Okay.
And there's the dagger. And Leah, she finds that the bones are definitely human and definitely young. Both of them.
Your daughter is young and human.
That doesn't really help us,
But
though.
there's the mystery too we know nothing about.
I guess we gotta roll the dice. Sorry, I don't have anything to help with this.
Was Elsa as much of a hoarder as Barrick?
That's an excellent question.
Because if she was burned
Well-
with all of her shit, there would be more ash. Like,
Burnt
Eastleigh
one.
was really into books. I have some of Eastleigh's books that I still haven't looked into. That would be easier to be turned into ash than, say, another crowbar.
There's a dagger in one of them still, right? Would we be able to check to see if those burned alongside them?
Like,
Yeah, they were burned.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like you just gotta shoot your shot or walk away.
Man, this is such a
But he might use the other stones for some reason.
good.
If we walk away now or wait, we might not have another chance at this.
Yeah, you can see all the indecisiveness is really... Keshosh is really enjoying the show you guys are putting on.
Leah finds that look on Elendil's face disgusting. She's glaring at him.
That look up Pop's knuckles. We forcibly try to take the staff from Keshosh.
That's what I was looking
He's
at.
already handed it over.
I thought
to
he was
use
still
right
holding
now.
on to it. Like
Yeah.
you pick
He's
and all.
holding it out.
Oh.
We can just use them. It's just that he
Cool.
wants us to guess which ones are the daughters and which isn't. And
I
so
mean, we could take the staff
And then run away and
run
figure
away.
it out later.
Yeah, exactly. Or we take a chance now, which could be interesting, but probably won't result in the 2 that we want.
Oh,
I want to talk to Ilyana. I want to ask her before I do anything. That pull that you felt to this place, do you feel it towards any of these cages?
She can roll. Nope.
Oh,
She
man.
has not pulled
What are
any
our
sort of
rolls
direction.
today?
damn it.
That was a 3.
None of our rolls are good today, except for
At least it's not been any
confirming what we already
combat.
know.
Ilyana is gonna walk up and accept the staff.
Son of a bitch.
This is someone she cares about in these as well.
I wanted to.
You gonna beat her to it? Because she's walking
Yeah.
up right now.
I'm gonna go.
interceding. Oh,
It's because she wants the staff because of her daughter, but the only reason Leah's here is already dead and being misused by this awful person. So if anyone's going to take any kind of battle damage immediately, Leah wants to be that person.
so your plan is to take it and leave?
So I want to take the staff because I want to be the buffer between Keshosh, whatever he might choose to do if we decide to break the rules of the game, and then give the staff to Ilyana and Barrick to decide what they want to do with the staff at that moment.
She'll be walking up and you can step up ahead of her and she'll stop and let you accept the staff. Keshosh will let you lift it from his hands.
As I'm lifting it, I want to say, I love the person that you are using right now, and you are despicable. And I want to do something more, but I have nothing! Oh, I'm going to grab it with one hand, and with the other I'm going to take my dagger with the charm on it and go for his shoulder.
You're going to attack him?
Yeah.
Shit! Okay.
I can get
That's
behind
not
this.
good.
Okay, all the skeletons stop their mining.
Do I get to hit?
You get to roll to hit. Yep, that's a hit.
Sorry.
So do I got free reign to beat ass now?
We'll see what he does.
Okay.
Because he might decide to, like, just laugh at me and be like, you're so stupid.
What's your damage?
It's just a dagger, so it's not going to be anything monumental. That's 4.
You pull out the dagger, and the dark energy streaks and pins him in his shoulder. Yeah, he'll look down at it, and then he'll look at you. This is an interesting game.
That's gross!
The dwarves turn from their work and walk up behind him. But that is where we are going to end this session.
Oh.
Uh-oh!